to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Clock at 4. Brown outside. Offensive rebound, Celtics. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. And the 3 off target. Edwards against Tatum. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Conley.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. They're worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many Scots felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
McDaniels gets a wide-open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Brown the pass to Porzingis. Brown sets a screen for Porzingis. Offline from the top of the key.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Randall a screen on Brown. Conley with a wide-open look from outside off the mark. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Holiday a screen on McDaniels. Holiday dishes to Tatum. White wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Holiday with the 3. Porzingis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Offensive rebound, pass to White. Tatum with the screen on Conley. 6 to shoot. Brown wide open. He fires. Hits it from three-point range.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Edwards kicks to Conley. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Tatum on the wing. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
A three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Reed with a screen on Brown. Alexander Walker hands it from downtown.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Brown the pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Takes the 3. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Picked by Randall. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Celtics trail by 4. Outside, Horford. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Brown the pass to Hauser. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Here's the screen. This one for 3. You can't get that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 4. The second quarter coming up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
They've got Torrey Craig, and it's Brown in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. To the left wing, Hauser the pass to Brown. There's the triple. Miller grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 4. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Einod's checked in. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Picked by Reed. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the basket by Hauser.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Picked by Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good. Here's Pritchard. And it's off from 3-point range. Timberwolves leading by 4. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Traps in the tray. DiVincenzo's got 6.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Craig. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Minnesota's gotten half their shots from 3-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Cornette kicks to Craig. Pass to Brown. Craig sets the screen for Brown. Busted. No good that time either.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Reed the pass to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Porzingis against Gobert. Takes a 3. And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
Picked by Reed. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Celtics trail by 7. From downtown, the shot by Holiday, no good. Minnesota's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Shots good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
Holiday with the 3, sinks the triple.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Alexander Walker finds Reed. Picked by Reed. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's stolen by Gobert. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
Boston foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Minnesota making some changes. Randall's checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. Celtics trail by 9. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Corner shot. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Here's Alexander Walker. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves bringing the quarter. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
32. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans half-court shot drum roll. Their measurement for the shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Tatum with a screen on Randle. The kick out to Tatum. Outside Holiday. No good on the 3. Timberwolves leading by 7. Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Holiday inside the line. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Timberwolves shooting here about 46% for the game. Out to Conley. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum way outside. Whoa! Tatum stretching his range.
For almost anyone but Tatum, that's a bad shot. But he has the range to make all of that just so easy.
Conley gets the bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Porzingis with a screen on Edwards. White the pass to Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
Edwards dishes to Randall. Gobert the screen. Randall kicks to Edwards. Lets it go with the 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Over in the corner, Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
Randall outside. There's the 3. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. You've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. But they're still together. And the Celtics making a change here. Pritchard's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. Edwards against Brown. Edwards kicks to Randall. Launches a three. Hits the three-point bomb. Randall's got 6.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Porzingis passes to Holiday. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. Brown with a screen on Randall. Shot clock at 6. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Outside Conley. Ripped away. Here's Pritchard. Covered by Conley. Outside Holiday. Brown feeling out a bit. Outside Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Edwards inside. Tatum on him. Outside Conley. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 9.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Here's Pritchard. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. And taken away by Brown. Porzingis way outside. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 9. And after a quick break, we're going to... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They've got Horford. Tatum out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Back to Tatum. Tries it from 9. Here's Hauser. Garza pulls it in. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Timberwolves passing it around. No good from Clark.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Hauser the pass to Tatum. Craig sets a screen. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
That bucket in no time at all. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Reed. Misses the 3. And so Horford will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pritchard passes to Tatum inside. Craig, good.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Garza takes it off the glass. Garza's got the lead up to 12 now for Minnesota.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And the wide open shot from Reed. A three-pointer is right on target. Reed's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Timberwolves. Garza, no good. Celtics have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Craig, good.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Timberwolves leading by 12. And Edwards puts up a deep three. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Tatum dishes to Horford. A wide open look here for Craig. And it's Horford with the extra effort.
And how about the court awareness from Horford? Quickly grabs the board and doesn't let the possession go to waste.
And it's Clark in the corner. A three ball. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Boston's got a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. And Holiday kicks to White. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. White's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics. The Timberwolves have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, or of 9. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Launches it. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota leading by 7. Three-pointer, Randall sinks the three-pointer.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Timberwolves.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
Edwards finds McDaniels. Randall a screen on Brown. Back to Edwards. Drills the three-pointer.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Randall can't get that one to fall. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Gobert pulls it in. Fires away from outside. That one, no good. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. All right, David, thanks so much.
covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. A nice shot by Tatum.
Great rhythm to that shot. Tatum right off the pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Tatum with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Dort with a steal. And stolen by Holiday. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
That's a big target in Porzingis, but he delivers.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Tatum, a screen on Dort. White for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein passes to Williams. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. There's Tatum with the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Dort against White. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Oh, sweet move. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
There's Tatum with the 3. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. Chalk up 2 there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Here's Porzingis. Outside, Brown. White against Dort. Brown, a screen on Dort. White, the pass to Holiday. Launches a 3. Fires in the triple. And that'll tie this game up.
Boy, does that help. When Drew Holiday's connecting from the three-point line, it opens up so much of the floor.
Pass to Dort. A minute 37 left in the first quarter. And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it. From undrafted to a key rotational player. Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational for him.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Caruso with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Now here's Brown. Pass to Hauser from behind the arc. And he buries his first look.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Here's the pick. Wallace outside from deep. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Horford. He's scoreless. Pritchard, the pass to Cornette. Here's Hauser. Williams defending. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Caruso, pass to Williams. Back to Caruso. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics. They lead by 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Jaylen Brown is out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Luke Cornette. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. That's the Boston 5. Outside Craig. Stolen by Caruso. And here comes the break. From deep. Wiggins, no good. The Celtics with the lead. It's Brown on the wing. Williams defending. Brown can't hit. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. The kick out to Wiggins. Pass to Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Here's Hauser. Fires the 3. The shot, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Caruso's got 6.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
I mean, he'll just come right back at you. Brown with all the confidence that he can do it better.
Caruso, right side. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it. Pritchard gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 3. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Brett, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. I mean, it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander to get the rebound. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 6. Spins. To the middle. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising. In a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander again, Oklahoma City.
Great movement in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander so decisive in that kind of set.
Pass to Holiday, out to the right wing. On the wing, Holiday. They set the pick. Outside Craig. And there's the drive. Outside Holiday. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Fires it. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Dort. Caruso, left side.
Rebound Boston.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Hauser passes to Pritchard. And here's Holiday. Craig with a screen on Dort. Holiday from long range. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Caruso outside. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
This one for 3. And that one's good. Craig for 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. The teardrop. And here's Caruso outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Oklahoma City ahead. Up 4. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You gotta like what Alex Caruso has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
On the court for the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Brown.
He got his timing down.
You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
Pass to Holmgren. Puts up a 3. Tatum pulls it in. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him. And the vision is far past his years. Williams with great decision-making.
Outside Tatum. The kick out to White. Here's the 3. And he can't get that one. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Launches it. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
White. Pass to Holiday. Williams against Brown. The kick to Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Dort for 3. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. 4-3. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 11. 3-on-3. And here's Brown for 3. No good there. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Williams against Holiday. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on White.
And money from the stripe. SGA could close his eyes and knock that down.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Caruso's checked in.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Brown with a screen. Tatum passes to Brown. Holiday from long range. The Thunder with the rebound. Poke loose. Takes a three. And Brown knocking down the triple.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander sinks it. What range from downtown.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for three of his own.
Here's Pritchard. Back to Brown. Outside Holiday. The three, Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And stolen by Brown. And they're on the break. Tatum with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. They kick it out to Porzingis. Pass to Pritchard. Let's go with a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
There's a feel that Porzingis has to the game, and the more comfortable he is in these kind of settings, he'll rack up some assists.
Williams, a screen on Brown. And here's Caruso outside. He squares up and sinks it. He's got 17.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pritchard, no good. Caruso outside. Pass to Dort. Gets it up. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hauser in at small forward. That's the Boston 5. Horford can't hit.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Boston foul.
Cata's checked in for Horford.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Celtics. 6-point game. Pass to Joe. A deep three. Can't hit that one.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Hauser. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
White, he's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Pritchard. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Joe. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's hauled in by White. Celtics trail by 6. Tatum passes to Holiday. Here's Cata. The kick to Tatum. Pass to Holiday. There's a screen beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And stolen by Holiday. Wiggins with a steal. Williams with it. Now guarded by White. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Williams has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. They kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around there.
Tatum gets the bucket.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's covered by Holiday. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Wallace outside. Fires from deep. Queta pulls it in.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Hauser. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Wiggins. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
At 6'8" with a nice release point, Tatum's jumper is a tough one to disrupt.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Williams. Here's Wallace. Knocks down the 18-footer. And the Thunder lead by 6.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
There's a screen. Outside Holiday. For 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11. Here we go, one-on-one. Wallace outside. Connects from downtown. And it's a 9-point Oklahoma City lead.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
White for 3. Pass to Hauser. The 3-ball. Offensive board. Outside Holiday. There's the triple. Unable to get that one.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Wiggins for 3. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Thunder.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And Boston with some changes. Porzingis comes in for Queta. And it's Jaylen Brown in for Hauser. From deep 3-point range, Oklahoma City gets it back. Launches it from deep. Pass to Williams. Fires away from way outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
36 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Jang. And another miss by Oklahoma City. For 3, Porzingis hits the 3-pointer.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself. But now he wants to keep everybody involved.
There's a screen by Jang. Caruso, the pass is to Jang. Caruso, a screen on Porzingis. Dang, shot is off. And so it's Oklahoma City winning this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's
the dominant teams, Greg, out here in the Western Conference going head-to-head.
And, Kevin, they know each other well. They expect to meet potentially in the postseason, and I would expect a playoff atmosphere tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Randall from outside gets the three-pointer to fall.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren. Tight defense on him. Outside, Dort. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. Good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Williams, a screen on Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Pass to Dort. Just 4 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
A silky smooth shooter. Holmgren makes it look so effortless at times.
Edwards with it. Williams picks him up. Here's McDaniels. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City leading by 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. They get the rebound. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
I like that McDaniels was patient, created the opportunity by not rushing, and got himself to the line.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Williams sets a screen for Dort. Pass to Williams. Wallace looking for an opening. The three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Alexander Walker passes to Randall. They set the pick. Shoots it. And he gets the jumper to drop. Randall's got 5.
Taking it himself, Randall changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Outside, Dort. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. And he's good on the 3-ball. 6 points for him.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wallace against Conley. Wallace the pass to Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the screen on McDaniel. Williams finds Wallace. Back to Williams. No good with the triple. Pass to Alexander Walker. Gobert with the screen on Wallace. For the three. Another shot. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. Look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Kaysen Wallace, Alex Caruso out there with Wiggins. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams at the center filling out the middle. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
And it goes, and the Oklahoma City leaders got back down to 3 after the basket from Reed. Here's Caruso. They get it back. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 6 now for Oklahoma City. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by DiVincenzo. Pass to Caruso. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Alexander Walker on the wing. Reed with it. The 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Shots good by Alexander Walker.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Now Wiggins. Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills it from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And this is the kind of fire Gilgeous-Alexander plays with. How about the response there?
Pass to Alexander Walker. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
I now would send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, DiVincenzo. to Alexander Walker. Picked by Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. 34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Wiggins, a screen on Edwards. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. The long distance three is buried.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
Reed with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Now DiVincenzo. Shoots. Unable to get that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Hartenstein with a screen on McDaniel. Williams dishes to Holmgren. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Holmgren's got 10 points in the game.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Picked by Randle. McDaniels against Williams. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket for McDaniels.
And that was from way outside. It's clear McDaniels has confidence in his long-range capabilities.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Conley kicks to Edwards. Randle outside. Pass to Conley. Back to Randle. Shoots over Holmgren. Randle no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Hartenstein with the screen on Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Randle a screen on George. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Caruso's checked in. Conley for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle. Conley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dime.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Conley kicks to Edwards. Randle a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Right wing. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
And that corner pocket triple. Terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Dort the screen on Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Caruso against Edwards. Hartenstein with the screen on Edwards. A wide open look here for Caruso. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And another three for Minnesota.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Oh, beautiful looking shot. I mean, when you can hit it from that deep, wow.
Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Caruso looking for an opening. Offline with his three.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute to him because his shot making is not happening right now.
Randall a screen on Caruso. Back to Randall. Gobert in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder trailing by 4. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Then for the Thunder, Chang, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Wallace subbed in for George. Randall with a screen for Clark. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Wiggins a screen on DiVincenzo. Got it off in time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Timberwolves on top as they... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Aaron Wiggins is out there with Williams. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Wallace. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the one spot to take the lead. And the Thunder another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Here's Reed. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. DiVincenzo with the screen on Wiggins. Here's Reed. And the three ball is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Wiggins outside. Caruso a screen on Reed. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Off target with his three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Garza, defended by Caruso. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And he swishes it right through. Under trailing by 3. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Caruso. Connects from three-point range. Caruso's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Edwards against Wallace for 3. Wiggins with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Caruso, the pass to Wallace. Wiggins sets a screen for Wallace. Back to Caruso. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Wallace against Edmonds. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams sets a screen for Caruso. Again, the Thunder score. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's taken away by Wallace. Tipped away. Stolen by Reed. To halt the run. It's good from long range. Reed's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pocket 6. Releases. Garza pulls it in. And Clark has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Wallace covered. Here's to the pass to Clark. It's up a 3. Nails the triple.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Pass to Caruso. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And boy, you want to talk about taking the wind out of a crowd's sails there. A 3 to take the lead just moments after they'd given it up.
More and more intense as we go back and forth in this game. Let's see if they can get the crowd back into it now.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Reed. And now Minnesota on the fast break. DiVincenzo passes to Garza. Misses the tray. Offline. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost.
I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pair, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. For 3, Conley buries it from 3.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley. Yes, sir.
Holiday finds White. Here's Tatum. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Conley passes to Edwards. Back to Conley. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence. Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Kept alive.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Randall, the pass to Edwards. Randall, a screen on Tatum. Edwards for 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Holiday passes to White. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Randall outside. Now here's McDaniels. Three-pointer. Another miss by Minnesota. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. I asked him about the star power that they're up against tonight, and he said, quote, "I'm not worried about the highlight reel plays. I'm worried about the relentless nature of that team over there. And the ringleader is Drew Holiday. He plays every possession on both ends of the floor."
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Randall. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. They can't stop the run with that one. Celtics lead by 5. Here's Tatum. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Left side, Edwards. McDaniels up top. The 3 is up. Randall outside. McDaniels with it. Picked up by Tatum. For 3, Randall. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is, with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
McDaniels from long range. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. The kick out to Conley. Knocks it down from distance. Conley's got 6.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. Now here's Reed. Pass to Clark. Now Reed. Back to Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. Reed, a screen on Brown. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Horford to the left wing. Here's Hauser. And the three-pointer goes.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Alexander Walker. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Hauser passes to Pritchard. Pass to Hauser from the arc. And again, Boston with the triple. And here's Alexander Walker. No points so far. Fires for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's Minnesota leading by a point. And some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
The other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Taking a look at the Celtics. Al Horford out there with Luke Cornett. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the three. Outside, Alexander Walker. Reed for three. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Pritchard, covered by Alexander Walker. Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Cornett. The three. Here's Pritchard. Out to Horford. And here's Holiday. Guarded by Edwards. Horford, a screen on Edwards. Holiday passes to Pritchard. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Minot's checked in for the Timberwolves. Cadis checked in for Boston. Craig comes in for Horford. Pass to Hauser. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pritchard. DiVincenzo covering. Boston again missing. For Minnesota, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. Reed sets a screen. Takes the three. Drills it from deep. Reed's got 6 points in the quarter. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
All sorts of time. Craig, good. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Celtics trail by 3. Pritchard, the pass to Craig. 1:42 left to play in the second quarter. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Holiday. Minot pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 3. For 3, DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Celtics. Holiday passes to Craig. Here's Keita into the lane. Oh, it's stolen. Outside Reed. Pass to Minot. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Minot. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Edwards. The Celtics also with a sub. White's checked in. McDaniels finds Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDaniels a screen on Craig. For 3, Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Celtics trail by 3. They set the pick. Out to the wing. Here's Pritchard. They get it back. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Outside McDaniels. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, DiVincenzo, bearing his second of 3 attempts. Boston has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Hauser. Boston, no good that time either. Up top, Randall. It's McDaniels on the wing. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Hauser. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Minnesota with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been lights out from deep. And it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You look at Naz Reid. What a contribution here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Conley and Ant are the 1 of the 2. Julius Randle out there with Jaden McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5. And that's the group of Chris Finch as we begin the second half. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool. You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Porzingis finds White. Porzingis with a screen on Edwards. White can't hit.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Oh, got a piece of it. Gobert with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Edwards against Brown. Pulls it. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Conley looking for an opening. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
There's the 3. Tatum can't hit. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14. Outside, Brown. Off target from outside. The Timberwolves lead by 11. Randall outside. Minnesota again missing. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Holiday. Back to Porzingis. White with it. On the wing, Tatum. From downtown. Counted from distance. Tatum's got 5 points.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
For 3, Randall. The kick out to Conley. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from 3. 12 points for him.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. The three. The triple hits for Edwards.
Oh, that is a stone-cold three by the Ant-Man.
For three, Porzingis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
For three, Conley. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Tatum from long range. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Edwards against White. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Randall, a screen on Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum against McDaniels. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Holiday. To the paint. And here's Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Now White. Here's Tatum. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Celtics trail by 13. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Brown. Oh, Brown just throws it down.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. Back to Alexander Walker. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And here's Brown for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Mike Conley making things happen. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Boston, Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornette. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard position. Outside Edwards. Pass to Ingles. Edwards is screen on Craig. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Clark's checked in. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now here's Clark. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. He's off on that one. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Horford. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Well, those are the long strides that Al Horford takes. He gets to the hoop in no time.
Right side Edwards. No one near him. Jump shot is good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Horford, a screen on Edwards. Tatum from long range. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Back to Alexander Walker. The three is up. And Craig pulls it down. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Hauser passes to Craig. Over to the wing. And stolen by Edwards. Reed for three. Up top, DiVincenzo, hounded by Tatum. Pass to Reed. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Tatum. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Hauser passes to Tatum, looking to end this cold spell. Look at Tatum using his length.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Sinks it from distance. Edwards has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Craig with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Craig passes to Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
And here's Edwards outside. Boston pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Tatum drills the three.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Here's DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to Clark. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. The three is up. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics trail by 9. And stolen by Edwards. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Fires for three. No good. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
And as we see the game wind down, you have to remember all the second chance buckets this team put on the board.
They definitely won it with their offensive rebounding. We watched them attack the ball and turn misses into makes all game long.
And what a huge performance it was for Mike Conley.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
Substitution on court.
Conley against Holiday. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. For three, Conley. Tatum pulls it in. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Even early on in this, thanks, Alec, great interview once again. And that's going to do it. matchup of the elites tonight. Two titans clashing in this one.
Oh, my. B.A., I mean, there's no shortage of stars on either side of the ball. These tend to be statement games, sending a message by imposing their will.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Brown against Williams. Here's Holiday. The kick out to White. Shot clock at 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
Now here's Holmgren. Hardenstein passes to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
Now here's Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Here's Holiday. Up top, Brown. Right wing. Porzingis finds Tatum. Now here's Brown. Brown, a screen on Holmgren. Tatum passes to Porzingis. From deep. Shots blocked. Fires the 3. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Boston pulls it in. Outside Tatum. The 3-ball. Knocks down the long J.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
Williams from long range. Drops in the 3.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Tatum. Lets a floater go. Holiday taking his time here. 5 on the clock. They kick it out to Porzingis. Shoots over Hartenstein. Porzingis misses.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Williams on the wing, defended by Brown. Porzingis against Dort. Sinks the tray.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Porzingis. Still without a bucket.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Caruso in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A big group substitution here for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. Here's Pritchard. Out to Horford. Puts up a three. The offensive rebound. And here's Brown for three. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Thunder leading by 5. Caruso, left side, takes the three after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Cornette passes to Horford. Shot to stop the run. That one no good.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. Jaylen Brown is out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. Porzingis. Okay, do it, KP.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Celtics?
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
Williams finds Caruso. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Wallace's shot is good.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Hauser. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Porzingis misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Tries the spin move. And here's Caruso outside. Called in by Brown. Celtics trail by 6. On the wing, Holiday. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Hauser. He's guarded by Caruso. Play clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Hartenstein. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Wallace. Cadis checked in for Boston. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Caruso. Hartenstein with a screen on Holiday. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Screen by Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Williams misses. Celtics trail by 6. Brown with it. Hartenstein covering. Three-pointer, Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Oklahoma City has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Boston has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Horford passes to Holiday. Offensive rebound. Kick out to Brown. Outside Holiday. Horford, a screen on Holmgren. Holiday from long range. Hartenstein pulls it in.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Holiday passes to Hauser. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Outside, Brown. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Substitution on the court.
Thunder leading by 9. Outside, Williams. Wallace outside. Lets the 3 fly. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Outside Craig. Pass to White. Brown, a screen on Dort. Here's White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Williams from long range. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who...
Oh, it's good!
At the buzzer, that is how you finish it.
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer. Whew.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder ending the quarter up 10. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Outside, Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Williams from long range. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
And it's Tatum missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Holmgren. That's tipped. It's a one-on-one situation. Jason Tatum, go up and get it.
Terrific lob, and Tatum takes care of the rest. This is how it's done. Those passes dunk themselves.
Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
The 3 from Holmgren. Boston pulls it in. 90 seconds into the second half now. White for 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Tatum. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Williams misses. Celtics trail by 8. And stolen by Williams. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical, unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Dort for three. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Brown passes to Porzingis. The kick to Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Hartenstein a screen from behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
White with it. Hartenstein covering. Pass to Tatum for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Holmgren, good. He hits the jumper. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And Holmgren already has the trust of his teammates, which is why they set screens for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Hartenstein with a screen on Brown. Dort, the pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. Back to Dort. Williams up top. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Now it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Kick out to Brown. 4-3. And Brown knocking down the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. 1:03 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And here's Brown for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Give him 8 points now.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Tatum, good.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
No coverage that time. Williams has got 15.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
And it's Tatum missing. Thunder with a lead.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. The three-pointer off the mark. Porzingis surveying the floor. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, whew.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. Al Horford out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Horford finds Tatum. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's Caruso outside. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Hauser. Outside Craig. Horford, a screen on Wiggins. Pass to Horford. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum from long range. Oh, count it! Tatum hits from way out.
taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
So for Oklahoma City, Jang comes in for Williams, and it's Dort in for Wallace. A big group substitution here for Boston. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. White, he's checked in for Craig. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum to the rack. Holiday passes to Porzingis. There's the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Jang gets the bucket. Jang's gotten his first points in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul so far. For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jang. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And it's Jalen Williams in for Caruso. Williams passes to Holmgren. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Celtics trail by 6. Tatum passes to Holiday. There's the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dort for 3. Drains the triple. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
Here's Tatum, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on an 11-3 run. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Launches a 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Again, the miss by Boston. Thunder leading by 9. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. Left side Williams. Fades. It's hauled in by White. The Celtics have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Brown passes to Porzingis. White finds Holiday. The kick out to White from the arc. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
It's Dort on the wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. Pass to Dort. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. So Dort's got 6 in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Kick out to Brown. Some room here for Holiday. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Pass to Holmgren. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
And here are the Thunder now. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. It's stolen by Tatum.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming.
Oh, wow. What a finish by Jaylen Brown.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
Dort outside. Here's the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 5-point game. Tatum from long range. Can't get it to drop. Now Hartenstein launches it. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the
about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And checking out Minnesota's opening line. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Conley for 3. They get it back. Here's Gobert. Up top, Randle. Outside, Edwards. Randle with a screen for Edwards. Bangs home the trifecta.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Williams. From deep. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Randle. Edwards a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. No one near Randle as he lets it go. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, Randle keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's Conley outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. On the wing, Williams. Edwards defending. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Now Holmgren. Jacks up a 3. Trains the 3-pointer.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the baseline. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And here's Edwards from the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
It's his first trip to the line.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Luguentz Dort, just a guy who puts his head down and goes to work. He gives every bit of focus on every play, and teammates love what he brings to the court.
On the Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker's checked in. Conley against Wallace. 1:43 left in the first quarter of the game. Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Fires for 3, and it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Alexander Walker passes to Randle, and stolen by Williams. Dort wide open. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Dort's got 8 points.
The size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He can be really effective at any position on the floor.
Here's Alexander Walker. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Conley's shot is off. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They trail by 1. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. Timberwolves also changing it up. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Williams with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Williams. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Here's Reid. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Lou Dort making things happen. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Reid. Edwards is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Miller, and it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward. Oklahoma City has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside Edwards. From outside the arc. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And now the Timberwolves on the break. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Shoots the 3. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now Wiggins, after the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. The tray. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers. They're capitalizing it.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
There's a screen. There's Miller with the 3. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 14-6 run. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams, he's checked in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. There is Williams. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Joe. Clock at 6. Right side, Dort. Fires the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Conley inside the line. Outside for Randle. Nailed from three-point land. Randle's got 6.
Yeah, he's such a difficult big. Randle's someone you have to run off those short corner threes.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams for 3. Randle grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Pass to Randle. Outside Conley. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder out in front, up 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Following Julius Randle's 3. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. McDaniels with the ball. Williams picks him up. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got himself on the board with 3 there. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting the cadence for the screening. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
Back to McDaniel. Pass to Conley. Beyond the arc. Thunder with the rebound. Outside Williams. Again, Oklahoma City.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now here's Randle from past the arc. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
It's Dort on the wing from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Edwards with the answer. Such a competitor.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Hartenstein with the screen on Randall. For 3, Holmgren. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside Conley. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Williams with a clean look. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 4. Conley surveying the D. Good on the triple. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Lets the 3 fly, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 4. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Thunder. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Williams has a screen for Caruso. 4 on the clock. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 4. Outside Williams. Traps in the tray. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Another miss by Minnesota.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
And so it's Oklahoma City bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've done. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Reed. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. Here's Caruso. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's Clark in the corner. Sinks the triple. Clark's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. Here's Wallace. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 4. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by Williams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. The Thunder with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Garza. Reed kicks to Clark. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's taken away by Wallace. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, drills the 3-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 7. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. That's produced some easy scores.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Lets it go with the three. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder. Handle a screen on George. And here's Edwards from the arc. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 10. Randall from outside. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Edwards against Dort. Back to Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a 3. Out to the right wing. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Assertive shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, not giving him a chance.
Edwards with the screen for Conley. Edwards against Dort. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Edwards a screen on Williams. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Fires away from way outside. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. To the paint. Out to Conley. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Thunder.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. For the 3, and the 3-ball is good. McDaniels got it back down to within single digits for the Timberwolves. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Conley with a wide open look. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Williams inside the line. They get it again. Here's Hartenstein. No good. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great